Hello, welcome to Kurdish lesson. So today we are going to have a spontaneous lesson. So I will just open a file and I will try to explain you how to use oblique, where to use, and what are the rules while using it. If you are ready, let's start. Share screen. Here. So here there are only endings and our pronouns and the rules for oblique. So I'm sure that you have heard about oblique, and it is really confusing for many students. And if I think many of our students after oblique case, they just quit learning Kurmanji. I don't know why, because it is hard to learn gender, take care of endings, think, okay? But in this lesson, hopefully we are going to solve all of your questions. So first of all, I want to show you our pronouns. So as you know, in Kurmanji, there are two kinds of pronouns. So first of it, direct pronouns, right? Pronouns. And the second one is oblique. So direct pronouns are our usual pronouns, as for I, right? For I, to, for you, and L for she, and another L for he. So he, she, it, there, it is the same. M is we, and hun is you plural, you guys, and L is they, right? So as, to, L, M, hun, L. So you see, he, she, and they are the same. When it is direct pronouns, it is the same. So when you say she is a student, you say L van de kar. He is a student, L van de kar. But when you say they are students, L van de kar. So L van de kar can be she or he is a student, right? But L van de karen, they are students. So here is the secret is the verb. So when you put n, it's for many students. When it is a, it's for one. So be careful. So in Kurmanji, the verb is really important. Really. It is almost everything, because in Kurmanji we don't have nominative plural form for a word, okay? So it means, wait, give me a second. I want to use my page nicely. No, not this one. I don't need this one. I need more. And this one, for example. So here. So I said we don't have nominative plural form, right? So it means when you say Zarok, which means kid, it can be kids as well. So you never know the number of Zarok without seeing the ending, okay? So if you say Zarok, the kid is small, so the kid, right? Kid is, so it is singular. The kid is small. But if you say Zarok, so it means the kids are small. So, okay, ending is really important. Okay, so you need to learn it by heart. Zarok can be one Zarok or many Zarok. Khwandekar can be one student or many students. Ketchuk can be one girl or many girls. So it depends on your word, on your ending. Don't forget it. It's our first rule for Kurmanji, okay? And now let's have a look at oblique form. So oblique form is a type of, so oblique pronouns, it is another form of pronouns. So as becomes men, to becomes te. M for she will be we. L for he will be we. M will be me. كن will be و أو will be one. So من تا و we ما و one. Okay, these are our oblique pronouns. And where to use oblique? So I say oblique, oblique, oblique. For example, these pronouns, where to use them? So there are three usage of oblique cases. Okay, you know, case in Russian there are 6 cases. In German maybe more. And in Kurmanji we have oblique cases. Okay, and like it is, they are the endings you add to your word, and it becomes another form, not another form, but just the usage, it becomes clear. So when it is possessors, you use oblique pronouns. For example, when you say my house, it will be mala min, okay? We don't say mala as. No. You say mala min, mala te, Malawi, Malawi, Malame, Malawe, Malawa. So it's with possessors. When someone is owning something, this person, the owner, the possessor, will be in oblique case. It is our first rule. And the second rule is with prepositions and circumpositions. What does it mean? When you say with me, it is b'men re, okay? B'men re. This b'men re. It is our oblique form. We never say b'azra. No. B'men re. B'tere. B'wire. B'were. B'khuha men re. Okay? So it should be in oblique. B'men re, b'tere, b'wire, b'were. Noun should be in oblique form. If it is a pronoun, you use these pronouns. And as objects of verb sentences, especially in present tenses, like future, models, present, we objects should be direct, indirect objects should be in oblique case. So how do you say I see you? So I is the subject. So subjects in present tense, subjects are from the first verb, as. And then we put our direct object. We said objects of sentences. So you here will be te, and the verb is debinem. So you see, we don't say as to debinem. No. As had been. Okay? Or you see me will be to min de bini. We never say to as de bini. No, to min de bini, because here, wait, here me is the object and it should be in oblique. Okay? To min de bini. Okay? So we learned that here we use oblique forms with possessors, with prepositions, and objects with objects, right? So when it is a pronoun, it's easy, right? You just change as to min to te, au, we, me, wa. But if the word is not a pronoun, but if it is a noun, like another word, like a noun like gule, a noun like Rus, or like house, or a country. So when your word is not is a pronoun, but as a noun, you need to take care of some endings in this case. For example. So there it says, so let's first have a look at definite ending. Okay? When the word is definite and when you need to use in oblique form, if it is feminine, you add a. So let's say our word is keçik, right? Like girl. So according to rule, for oblique form, it will be keçike. Okay, because the rule says you need to add a to your feminine noun to make it oblique. Okay. If it is masculine, let's say it is kurk, boy. It's boy, and oblique form will be kurki. Okay, kurki. Kurki. You add the e. Okay, kurki. And if it is a plural noun, you don't need to take care of noun, just you put on. Zarok, let's say we mean many kids, and the oblique form will be oblique, it will be Zarokan, okay? Like the oblique form of Zarok is Zarokan. So be careful, it is not kids, but it is oblique form. So if you use this oblique form, it means you have some cases like possessors with prepositions or as an object. For example, let's start from feminine keçik. If it is a possessor, we will say Mala keçike. So what does it mean? It means the girl's house. Mala keçike. It is not correct to say Mala keçik. Okay, we say Mala keçike. Mala keçike. It could be a noun. Mala zelale. Okay, Mala zelale. Okay, Mala zelale. And for boy, we will say Mala kurki. The boy's house. Okay, if it was a name, Mala Hassani. Okay, Mala Hassani. Mala Kurki, Mala Hassani. And if it was plural, we would say Mala مثلا current student's house. You see, Karan. Here it is possessor with prepositions. مثلا, so with prepositions, let's say, let's say, Nezi is close to the preposition. Nezi keçike, close to girl. Because the rule says with prepositions or with circumpositions, you need oblique noun, okay? So you don't say nezi keçik, nezi keçike. Or same for this one. Nezi kurki, okay? Nezi kurki. Or nezi kurkan. Nezi kurkan, okay? So nezi kurki means close to boy. Close to kids, plural boy. Close to boys or nezi Karan. Nezi hebat Karan. Nezi Jinan, close to women, close to workers, close to students. Okay, so oblique form is really important. And once you learn it and you use it forever, because you will see oblique everywhere. Okay. So these endings a, e, and an, it is for definite nouns. So here, when I say nezi keçike, it is the girl I know. Okay, nezi keçike. Nezi kurke, it is the boy I know. Urkan, khondekaran, khabatkaran, jnan, these are definite ones. Yeah, I know these boys, I know these students, I know these ladies. But if you have an indefinite noun, like if you want to say close to a girl, or close to a boy, close to some students. Indefinite. So in this case, for feminine indefinite ending, we need a K. K. Okay? K. Tamam. Now K. The name of a girl. So it is indefinite girl. I don't know which girl is this. Okay? A girl. K. And for boy, masculine indefinite in boy, indefinite ending is a key. Okay? So when you say nave kuruk a key, you say the name of a boy. Okay? That's the name of a boy. And here, when it is indefinite plural, we put a non. Here, a non. Okay? So plural. Indefinite. It is a noun. Okay, plural indefinite. Plural indefinite is a noun. Now I will give you an example. Just give me a second. Yes. Here, مثلا ناوين, the names, ناوين زارو كنان. The names of some kids. So it is like indefinite plural kids. I don't know which kids, just ناوين زارو مثلا. Let's give an example. لدبستان قال لك on the car هنا. So in our school there are many students. لدبستان قال لك on the car هنا. Okay. Naven on the car duration. Naven on the car kurtan. Naven on the car ke بإنجليزية. ناوي خونده کارکی ناوي خونده کارکی بفرانسیه. So here it means we have many students in our school. لدبستانا قال لك خونده کار هنا. ناوي خونده کارنان duration. The names of some students, I don't tell you which students are they exactly. Some of them, durations. Like the names of some students are long. Naven honde karanan kurten short. Nave honde kareke. The name of a female student is in English, بإنجليزية. Nave honde kareki بفرنسية in French. Give me a second, I need to charge my computer. Here is my charger. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yes, we are all set. Okay? Now we are on the karaki بإنجليزية. Now we are on the karaki بفرنسية. So you see here the name of a female student, a K, one indefinite female student. Now we are on the karaki indefinite male student بفرنسية. Okay, so it is really easy. Just you need to write these table to your notebook, and you need to check when you need to use oblique. Okay, so with possessives, it is this. Same with prepositions. For example, with prepositions. So let's say, لجان is our preposition, means next to. Okay. So لجم جنيه. So it is next to woman. Next to woman. So here I know it is definite. So let's say next to the woman. Okay. جنيه. It is the woman I know. And if you want to say next to the woman, I don't know, indefinite, لجم جنيه. Next to a woman. Okay? And if it is masculine, so you will say لجم Mary, indefinite, لجم Mary. And for plural, لجم about Kara next to the workers, لجم about Karnan next to the some workers. Okay, it's really important. And we said, so you know, if you ask me, let's stop here and I will do one more video for oblique. So it is the first part because I have a lesson. I need to cut the video here. So I will do a second video for the same topic and we will continue from this note, okay? Because I want to speak more with you. Thank you so much. Have a nice one. Have a nice day. Baka baka. Bakal terlewat.